Welcome to Britain on the Green 2021.
In the 80s, sunny, supposed to be beautiful. Hopefully we'll have a great turnout. It's been a year and a half since the last Britain on the Green. I usually have it in April, and this year it's in September because of the old COVID. So this is Gunston Hall again, which is George Mason's original property on the Potomac. You see the field, which is over here to our right. Tree line drive coming in. It's gonna be a beautiful day. Here's Gunston Hall. It's the field. We got some marquee cars set up here. I think they said at the time we pulled in, there's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 200 plus cars already. We still got more checking in. All right, well, let's go see what we got. Competition for me. Looks like so far we've got 4 or 5 TR3s. I think I recognize this car right here. Look at that dash. Beautiful. Nice work. So here we are going through some of the other makes and models. These are Morgans. This particular one right here is I think a 1952 three-wheel. And this one here was kind of interesting. I'm not sure the particular make. It might be a 2+2 or 4+4, but it had been set up more for like almost like a racer. Had, you know, a lot of additions on it, and 5-point harness in the seat section. So, but very nice. Starting with class 51, we got the Jaguar section. We're going to switch over here to class 10, which is Triumph TR2s, TR3s. Actually, I have quite a few that I have not seen at this particular show. So as we travel on down here, we've got TR4s and TR4As on your right. On your left, we're going with the Jaguar Saloon section. Moving into the Jaguar Sports selection, that's a new F series, and then you got some XJS and XJEs, I believe. Not an expert on those particular models, but very nice looking cars as well. So these two cars belong to CTR members. The one is the newspaper editor Art, and the one on the far side is Tom's. And if you live anywhere in the DC, Maryland, or Northern Virginia area, you should check them out at CapitalTriumphRegister.com. Then if you can't tell by the hoods on these are your TR6s. Lots of models, lots of really nice restorations and displays. So interesting story on this car was I spoke with the owner, and he picked it up 37 years ago, bought it from a guy in Georgia, and he got it for $3,400 back in the day. I figure that's a pretty good price. He's been working on it ever since. So this particular model right here was an original purchase by one of the CTR members, Lionel Mitchell, and he finished up restoration a couple years back on it. So as you'll notice right there, he's got some triple SU carburetors, which really give it a nice little punch. Here's the original build sheet documentation, and it's just a beautiful car. The color on it is a maple. Not sure about the interior, but that looks like either a tan interior or a chestnut. So you had a good cross section of vehicles at the show, like this Spitfire that obviously had been set up for a little more spirited driving, hotter spark, a oil cooler line. Obviously, they enjoy taking this car out and giving it a run. But you had also some very nice concourse restoration style vehicles like this MGTF 1500. Spoke with the owner. A lot of time and effort was put into this particular restoration, and the TF 1500, from speaking with him, was only made a couple of years. Came with two different motor sizes. I think this was the larger motor size, but the attention to detail on this particular model was really impeccable. Just a beautiful car to see up close and personal. And here we have a 1951 MG YT, complete with your picnic kit in a cream color. I'd say pretty close to concourse restoration on this particular model.
Here we have a 1952 Morgan Plus 8 and what looks like a nice light yellow, brown interior. Pretty car.
One of the features that I really like on the Austin Healey's is this fold down windshield, the way you can adjust it so it lays back a little more. It's very unique, and I think one of the things that sets this car off. So very special 1935 Rover Saloon Edition in really great shape. Just love the color. And of course the luggage rack on the back. So we're nearing the end of the afternoon, and what we have left is the awards presentations for the class winners and also a marquee Best of Show winner called the Gunston Bowl. It has engraved in it the past show winners, and that is left on premise to be viewed at Gunston Hall's visitors location. Also, it takes a ton of people in order to make a great show like this happen. I'd like to thank all the volunteers who showed up and dedicated time and effort to make it happen as well as it did. It was a beautiful day, a wonderful show, and just a great time getting out. I think if anybody knows, this past year and a half has been rather challenging, and this was the win right here.
And just like that, Britain on the Green is over. The day's about to end, and everything's about wrapped up. So we're heading out and get some nice shots of other cars leaving. And we'll be here next year. Right in front of us, we do have an Austin. It's a 1967 Austin, which is an early Mini Cooper. We got to sit into. It was next year.